Of all the types of fish that one can own, angelfishes are undoubtedly among those with most elegance and grace. Their tall bodiescledquartered tails make them look even more beautiful than before. If your angelfish seems swollen, or gains weight, without any apparent reason, though, you should be worried about it, because this may indicate something wrong in his health status for sure. View post: why is my angelfish fat and bloated? Swollen angelfish causes treatments. There are a number of reasons why your angelfish may be bloated or swollen. Let's look at the most common ones. The first thing that comes to mind is maybe they are just feeling excess gas, because eaten too much food. Another explanation could also involve some type medication. Like medications used for humans with heart disease, and this will cause their body size, or another organ, become enlarged temporarily until those drugs clear out from our system. But don't worry, we'll find something else soon enough. See more. Pregnancy eggs. The angelfish is a popular pet because it can survive in both fresh and salt water. Unlike other fish that may only live for about 4 hours. This durable aquatic species has been known to thrive with up 18 to 20-hour lifespan. On top of their long lives comes some impressive reproductive abilities. Females typically lay eggs every 2 weeks, while males stay fertilized until they want more babies, or if there's no room left. So not only do these little guys give you plenty of zip, they are also super safe pregnancy, except maybe one thing. If your female gets too big, she could develop squeeze-out syndrome, where her organs basically start shutting down due. Your female angelfish should be slightly lethargic while carrying eggs, so you can notice her resting more than usual and spending most of the time around one particular area in your tank. Next, her companion also sticks close by. He cleans up any unwanted objects that come into his gaze, such as food, but doesn't bother with anything else, showing how caring they are. When you suspect that your female angelfish may be pregnant, she will return to her normal slim shape. She can lay eggs fertilized even without a male around. Constipation. Unfortunately, constipation can quickly become a much more serious condition than it sounds. If left unchecked and without treatment, your fish could die from inability to digest food or pass any waste through their gut system, which would cause them great pain as well. The most obvious indication that he/she has an issue with defecating is if there's lots of undigested matter visible within the bowl after feeding time has passed. If you notice your fish is not eating, it could be because he or she has constipation. To treat this issue quickly and easily, try giving them some food with high fiber content, such as whole oats mixed into their favorite dish. No matter what type of animal we're talking about, amphibians aside, they will show many telltale signs when improperly fed: lackluster appetite versus greater than usual interest in swimming around aimlessly near foods often seen by humans, but never touched. These behaviors can point out trouble even before any symptoms appear physically upon oneself. Give your pet some boiled peas to help with constipation. Peas are a great source of fiber and they work as an effective laxative, so you can offer them from time to time in any case. Tumor fish can develop tumors during their lifetime, just as humans do. And if such an unwanted growth starts growing inside a fish's gut or nearby organs, it may appear extremely swollen and bloated depending on where exactly these tissues are located within the body of this species. Staples near its neck, for instance, will most likely indicate increased pressure due to swim bladder issues, while other parts, like shoulders, could result from kidney stones formation. In some cases, they won't eat anything even though generally speaking they should be hungry. Others might become lethargic rather than energetic, which is what you would expect after having. The signs of a tumor are not always clear. In many cases, you will only notice them when it's too late and your fish has already suffered from the illness for some time before knowing what was wrong with him or her. It would be best if we could help keep these innocent creatures alive as long as possible by understanding their symptoms better, so that any treatment can work, at least partially successful. Even though no cure exists, yet and sometimes none whatsoever. But there may just exist treatments, which give our angels hope against all odds. Dropsy. One of the most dangerous diseases that can affect your aquarium fish is dropsy. It usually develops as a result from poor water quality or bacterial infections. When they are absorbing too much liquid into their body tissues and organs, which will lead them to die soon if left unchecked. Another sign might be featuring bulging eyes, with an impressed look on its face due to fluid pressure inside these bodies being released outwards through tiny holes called ventral pores, though this last symptom may also occur because some other issues such as valve problems. To stop your fish from suffering and getting worse, you should isolate it in a temporary tank. Then medicate with antibiotics for some time, before making sure that its water is pristine clean to avoid infections spreading around the aquarium community of live creatures, such as other tanks or bowl setups, where they could get infected by dropsy disease too. How to prevent bloating in angelfish? Constipation is no joke and can lead to serious diseases. Though it's not always easy, there are some steps you could take in order to prevent your angelfish from developing these ailments. Keeping fish healthy is an important part of owning them. You should feed your pet with appropriate food and clean water, monitor their tank for signs of distress or diseases often, as they can be delicate creatures that may not show any symptoms at all until later, when the illness has progressed too far along in development to treat effectively without putting yourself out. Their vulnerabilities are increased significantly. If you're thinking about getting one, make sure it's something compatible before making this decision. Wrapping up, the angelfish is a beautiful fish that can often be found in home aquariums. Usually slim and refined, you may notice your usually hung-up pet suddenly becoming plump or bloated with no explanation as to why this happened, but there might still exist an efficient cure if we manage to spot it early enough. Monitoring pets means everything when dealing with illness, because sometimes even dying isn't enough.